Okay, so this was my first ever canning of meat. We bought a pressure cooker. This is the beast over here. It's a Tefal. It's just got a 3-setting pressure canning, and seemed to work pretty good. It takes a lot of heat though to keep it warm. We did 7 quarts, so that's a lot of meat, about 2 pounds per quart. And this one was done Mississippi roast style with the pepperoni peppers, au jus, and ranch dressing as a flavoring. We'll see how it tastes. The next batch I'm going to do, I'll put a little more flavoring profile into. I'm going to make like a Biriria based, or my version of it. These are guajillo peppers. I'm going to de-seed them. These are the dried pablemos. And this is a Anto, I'm not even sure of the label anymore. It has very citrusy smell. This is the same kind of stuff in powder form. And I'll put some of that in there along with either the Penang curry or a red curry. And these are smoked jalapenos. They call them chili morita. And I'm going to put all that into a boil and make a broth. Let it cool down, and I'll add the broth to the jars first, because what I found when I was filling the jars that it was a little hard to get the broth level I wanted. So I'm going to put the broth distribution in the jars before I put the meat in. That way I know I've got what I want in there, and then when it gets to the right fill level, I stop putting meat. So I'm going to flip the script on how I load the jars a little bit, just to make sure the flavoring gets in there. And so I'm going to make the broth first. So we'll de-seed these and then boil everything together, pull these out into a blender, blend them down, and make a sauce and let that cool down. That's our first step. Okay, once the peppers are boiled up I used a beef broth and a chicken broth mix, threw a little bit of oregano and garlic in there. Boiled the peppers up, pulled the peppers out, blend them down a little bit, and then strain them to get the skins and any seeds that are left in there out. So this is what I left. That'll just be thrown out. And then you got the broth down in there, and that'll be the flavor base to make the Biriria canning process.